Abba Kyari negotiated release of 25 kg cocaine, offered $61,400 cash, NDLEA. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has chronicled how it nabbed for suspended head of the Intelligence Response Team, DCP Abba Kyari, in a drug deal. NDLEA spokesperson Femi Babafemi, at a press briefing in Abuja, narrated that Kyari belonged to a drug cartel that operates the Brazil-Ethiopia-Nigeria illicit drug pipeline. Babafemi said Kyari contacted an officer of the agency in January 2022 and tried to seal a deal. He said, "Let me give a synopsis of what transpired. The saga started on Friday, January 21, 2022, when DCP Kyari initiated a call to one of the NDLEA officers in Abuja at 2:12 p.m. When the officer returned the call 2 minutes later, Kyari informed him he was coming to see him to discuss an operation matter after the Jumat service. Kyari appeared at the agreed venue of the meeting with the officer and went straight to the crux of the matter. This was it. His team had intercepted and arrested some traffickers that came into the country from Ethiopia with, according to him, 25 kg of cocaine. He proposed a drug deal whereby he and his team had to take 15 kg of the cocaine and leave 10 kg for the prosecution of the suspect arrested with the illicit drug in Enugu. In the meantime, the Pauline cocaine will be replaced with a dummy worth 15 kg. He asked the NDLEA officer to persuade men of the FCT command to play along as well. By 11:05 a.m. on Monday, January 24th, and after the agency gave the officer the green light to play along, he and Kyari began a WhatsApp chat for the rest of the day. The officer conveyed their willingness to play the game. At this point, Kyari disclosed that the 15 kg already taken out was shared between the informant that provided information for the seizure and he and his men of the IRT of the Nigerian police. According to him, the informants were given 7 kg while his team took 8 kg, which was already sold. Kyari then offered to pay the NDLEA team, that is the officer and the FCT commander, by selling on their behalf half of the remaining 10 kg, thereby further reducing the original cocaine for the prosecution to 5 kg at 7 million per kilogram. The proceeds from the 5 kg will amount to 35 million at the exchange rate of 570 naira per dollar, being the black market rate for the day, January 24, 2022. In effect, it will be delivering $61,400 to the NDLEA team. Kyari put pressure on our officer to wrap up the arrangement with the commander of the FCT command to take custody of the drugs and suspects from his men to who were on ground in Abuja. At the time, he was speaking from Lagos, where he allegedly traveled for private business. The next day, January 25th, Kyari offered to send his younger brother to deliver the payment while his men delivered the suspect. But our officer turned down the suggestion, insisting he would rather deal with him in person, and was therefore prepared to wait for him to return from Lagos. And by 2:23 p.m., Kyari was in Abuja, met with the officer at the same rendezvous where they had the first meeting. In their discussion, he disclosed how his team received information from a double-crosser who betrayed the traffickers to him, showing a solid connection between law enforcement agents and the drug underworld. He narrated how, acting on the tip-off, his team departed Abuja to Enugu and arrested the traffickers, removed part of the consignment on his instruction and replaced him with dummies. Kyari also indicated how to identify the remnants of the original cocaine that will be delivered to NDLEA. 5 original packages marked with red dots. The reason for this was to avoid the dummies being subjected to test. He forwarded a picture of the marked original cocaine package. According to the plan, once the 5 kg cocaine has been tested in the presence of the suspect and confirmed positive, there will be no need to test the remaining one, being dummies. Kyari also brought with him the money from the sale of the 5 kg share of the NDLA team, a total of $61,400. Our officer, however, preferred to take the money inside his car, while the car was wired with sound and video recorders, and the moment was documented, part of which I will play for you at the end of this briefing. DCP Abba Kyari was invited by NDLA for the briefing on Thursday, February 10, through 2 main channels because there is a whole lot of questions begging for answers. The invitation was legitimate and formal according to our protocol, but up to the close of office hours on Friday, February 11th, he refused to respond. Up till this moment, he has not responded, having waited to honor the invitation. Having failed to honor the official invitation, the NDLEA has no option but to declare DCP Abba Kyari of the Nigerian Police wanted from this very moment. Well, this is surprising, and honestly, it's like this is from pan to fire. Already he has an issue on each puppy about how we have been laundering money, being yahoo. This one is a greater offense, and if this is true, then there's a problem in our security. Maybe that is why we're even finding it difficult to fight these security issues that is bedeviling this nation. A high-level officer like that involved in this kind of crime, honestly, this is a big problem. Well, what is your take on this expose that is coming from Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency about this same Abba Kyari? Kindly make your opinion known as you subscribe to my page. Thank you, good day, and God bless.